It's going to be structured conversations with an alchemist. I am going to come out and make this what I am and who I am. I've been studying alchemy for over 20 years now, and I've become the public relations director for the International Alchemy Guild. Alchemy is going to be a staple in my coaching, the way I speak with you, the way the group is run. And to do that, we have to set up the container, the vessel, the structure in which we'll speak. I'm going to go live every day. And to contain the days, we're going to go based off the metals of the planetary metals of alchemy based on the day. So Saturday starts with lead. Saturn day. We'll talk about discipline, transmutation, ego, and lead. Sunday is gold, the day of the sun. We'll talk about success and fatherhood in your kingdom, your domain. Monday, the day of the moon, silver, the darkness. We'll speak about shadow work, nurturing your children, your own inner child work. Tuesday, Mars Day. We'll talk about iron, the war within you, your fitness, your anger, all the prickly things. And spagyrics is the spicy. It's a taste. Then Wednesday, my favorite day. Mercury. Metal mercury. Quicksilver. But Mercury is the elusive force to which we're always working in alchemy. So we'll talk about communication, we'll talk about meditation, we'll talk about alchemy and how it works. Thursday, Thor's Day, Jupiter, 10. Talk about wealth. Talk about money. Money is important. The tired old adage of money can't buy you happiness, neither can poverty. So we're going to talk about that. The fat in your life. Good or bad. And Friday, Venus Day, Freya, Copper. We'll talk about your wife, your love, the relationships. And that's going to be our vessel. I'm going to go live every day. It'll be Saturn, which is also the beginning of the work. If you know anything about alchemy already, the work begins in the lead. We're trying to extract that prima materia, your essence, to raise it to a higher vibration, which will bring you to to a more perfected state. But the prima materia is the same at the beginning of the work as it is in the end of the work, only more perfected. So we start today on Saturday with lead, the lead in your life. Lead is hard to work with. It's hard to change to different shapes. But there's problems with coaching, because coaches are selling change. But I should have came with a piece of metal. But if you have a block of lead and you put it on one side, then you flip it, you just changed what it was, but not what it is. And I hear lots about transformation now. That's going beyond form, transforming. But that's just taking that same block and then pounding it or scrubbing it into a sphere. And then pounding that sphere down into a disc. The form is changing, but it's still lead. And then stamping it into a star. It'll be shiny at this point. And it'll be transformed. But how long does that last? If you know about lead, it gets shiny as silver, but quickly oxidizes and creates a shield around itself, so it doesn't have to interact anymore. It doesn't change. It's not green and growing. Is that how you feel? That's how I felt 2 years ago, when this journey really started for me to be what I want it to be, and not just another man making good money, coming home angry and not fulfilling what he truly was. Being volatile all the time, yelling at my kids, having a hairpin trigger, and drinking. And after I woke up from my kid saying that I was overweight, calling me daddy pig, I figured out that there's more than change. There's more than transformation. I've read it many times, but it's transmutation. It's the actual essence, the quality of what it is changing, transmuting, which is the purpose of all of alchemy, is to transmute it from lead to gold. And all the fools that are inevitably going to watch this and say a bunch of good old fun stuff on the comments, it's fine. That's how the alchemists were weeded out anyway, by clinging to the materialism of making gold, actual gold. Alchemy works on all levels. It's not just on one. And when you change yourself into this gold, gold doesn't mix with anything else. doesn't oxidize. It will make an amalgam with silver, the queen, its queen. But when you become this noble metal, you're not reactive. You remain illustrious with your luster. And that's the whole point. You have it in you. You have the fire inside of you for your own transformation. You just need a guide. Someone that is going to be there every day with just that little bit more of information or that connection. Do you have anyone to talk to about the deeper things? That's the whole reason I want this for myself in the selfish way. Is to have other men that can talk to me on a level that is beyond the material. Join Enigma Male Group. Be part of a movement of men that can be great, like the men we read about in the great books of the Western world. You have it in you. If you're here right now and you've made it through this whole thing, then you have the fire inside you, the insight inside you to continue on this journey. I want you to follow the flock of ravens. Subscribe to the circle. Ring the altar bell for notifications. And touch that intuitive heart if you feel it. Comment below and share it so other people can find this. Birds of a feather will flock together. I am the Raven Father. I want you to be the Raven Father. It's David Mooney II.